Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. How are you? I myself am feeling incredibly out of it, so it's going to be a shorter stream today, I think. Just wanted to derp around a little bit with Elite DOSember, so we are actually going to be playing the DOS version of Elite. Actually a couple of different versions. Yeah, just I had to wait on be on hold on the phone with Transport New South Wales for an hour, so you know what that kind of effect has on people. My brain is mush. Let's just get into it. Haven't even set up a the fortress scene, maybe. This just box. What the starting soon screen. I hope you liked it. I might actually stream some more actual Elite in the future, but this is more me experimenting with other starting the soon screens. Let's bring the volume down a little bit because this is PC speaker based. You ready, game? Look at that glorious CGA. So yeah, this is the first version of Elite for DOS. It was released in, I think, 1984, a year after the original version for the BBC Micro and all of the other microcomputers. I don't know if it's really the best port. It does have actual shading on the ships, which is an improvement over the original. But I feel like when they ported it, they didn't really put too much effort into making it work with the EGA color set and make it look really nice. Yeah. Let's press a key and get into the game. I can probably turn the audio back up a bit now. So yeah, you've just got a bunch of different screens to start with. This is your status. Let's avoid pushing F1 for now. Carlfish, hello, welcome on in. I think I first played this game on a friend's Amstrad CPC. Cool. Yeah, I had the BBC Micro version, which I will actually show off in a second. You can see F2 is the sell screen. 3 is the buy screen. Imagine computer games that use the function keys. F4 is buying stuff for your ship. F5 is the galactic chart. F6 is the short range chart, which seems to be a little broken. Alright, yep, there you go. This is where we could actually feasibly jump to. The cursor is a little laggy because I've got the cycles fairly low. But you don't want the cycles to be high on this game, trust me. Where were we? F7, data on Zance is what we had targeted on the short range screen, I guess. The planet Zance is scourged by deadly tree grubs. And it will tell us what kind of economy they've got, which is useful if you want to do trading, which we will attempt to do a little bit. F8 is the local prices. So here at Lav, which I believe in Elite Dangerous they pronounce it Lave, but I've always pronounced it Lav, so we're at British. Go to the lav. Obviously, this is called lav. Yeah, we could buy luxuries, we could buy narcotics, slaves, gold, who knows what else. Ah, gotcha, bot. With the crazy 3-inch floppy drive, no other computer used. Oh right, yeah, when things hadn't really standardized properly. My BBC Micro experience was fairly privileged. I had a 5¼ inch floppy disk drive, so I didn't have to load things off of tape. So F8, F9 is our own commander. We actually have 3 missiles with us and a pulse laser. 100 credits to our name, and our rating is harmless. F10 is what we've got loaded onto the ship, which is basically nothing. I don't think F11 and 12 do anything. You can see they've thrown some colors on it, but it seems kind of random. Just sort of like chuck some colors on it and that'll be enough. I had a C64 and going from tape to floppy was a big upgrade, yeah. Okay, so we could just buy something. We could plot a route to somewhere like Leasty? This. So Leasty is a poor industrial economy. And here in Lav we could buy we're not going to buy luxuries for them, I suppose, because it's a poor economy. Maybe we could buy some food. People like food, right? Hey, Mr. Zinks, welcome on in. No Man's Sky looks awfully texty. Yeah, there's no sky here. No way, man. So, which one was the buy screen? This one. Let's load our cargo up with some food. Press B to buy the item. Quantity. Well, they've got 11 tons for sale. Can we buy all 11? Bought required quantity. Alright. And has that depleted our money? Yes, we're down to 69.2 credits. Nice. So we can launch the ship, right? Launching. So right away we are staring at a bright green planet with yellow stars streaking by in the distance. Kind of fast considering if they're actually stars. Maybe it's space dust. There's the sun. And there's Lav Station that we just exited. Oh, don't crash into it. I can control my speed with the comma and period buttons. We can fire our laser with space. It's a little loud. It's beautiful. It's I don't know, I'm gonna show the BBC Micro version as well, because I think the BBC Micro, even though it's also limited to the 4 colors, they did a better job of doing stuff with the console in red and yellow. I'm very lost right now. But I can see in the bottom right there's a little navigation thing. Oh yeah, there's the station. Cool. Man, docking at these things was an actual nightmare. I suppose I could use a joystick to maybe make things better, but I'm just on the keyboard right now. I couldn't figure out a good way. Ooh, no, not that way. I couldn't figure out off the top of my head how to connect a joystick up to DOSBox, so we're not doing that today, so that's fine. Hey, look at that in the distance. That looks like another ship. Speed up a bit. Oh, it is another ship. Look at it go. I think it crashed into us. We just got a 15 credit bounty for crashing into that ship. Is it still there, or was it obliterated? Okay, I can see on the scanner at the bottom there is something. The 3D scan, like the radar, still operates very much the same way in Elite Dangerous as it does in the old school Elites. No, that's a different ship altogether. Don't know what that ship is. And there's even more in the distance. I have very bad memories of trying to dock before getting a docking computer. Exactly, Carlfish. I think I successfully did it on the BBC Micro only a few times. And, you know, like, early on in the game, you have to make money with trading, which means I think we just crashed into another ship and possibly murdered them. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I did not successfully play Elite very much on the BBC Micro, except to get out there and then get killed by pirates or crash into the stations. I never got actually into the Elite ranks because that would require actually being skilled at the game. And interestingly, we can't come to a full stop. I guess we have to keep flying, otherwise we'll fall out of space. So hang on, there was a settings screen on escape, and the first thing I really want to do here, I wish to reverse the Y control because I'm pushing the up arrow and of course it's pitching me down. Pushing the down arrow pitches me up because it's a flight sim, it's like flying. But I've gotten used to not doing that with other games. Now I can push up and down and go where. Okay. Now we want to go to Listi. How can we accomplish that? We need to use the hyperdrive. And inventory, we've got 11 tons of food. We need to go deliver it. Here's our short range chart. We've got Listi focused. No, we want to go there, please. Yep. Oh, pressing space is not what I want to do there. Can I push F1? Oh. H. Prepare to hyperspace. Here we go. Prepare to hyperspace. 2, 1. Hyperspaced into system. Nice. We appear to be heading straight towards something. So the station should be this way. Speed up a bit. And then the real challenge comes. Will we be able to dock with slightly laggy keyboard controls? Could bump the cycles up a little bit. But really it became far too fast to deal with. And I remember this was usually about the time that pirates would attack me, shoot a missile at me, and I would just explode. Going at maximum speed, I don't think this game has a super cruise option. I believe Frontier Elite 2 had a time compression option that would just let you basically say, okay, we're flying through normal space and it'll take us a week to get there, but let's just hand wave that away. Yeah, we've got lasers, we've got missiles, which I don't know how to shoot. I did look up the controls, but the controls helpfully omitted things like missiles or ECM. Or even the hyperspace key, which I've discovered. I think it's faithful to the original, though. I mean, if that's the planet, and the planet was pretty huge when we were orbiting with the station on Lav, I assume we have to get that planet fairly large before we're within range of the station. There's also no side-to-side controls. I forget if that's like pitches up and down. So yaw. So there's no yaw controls. You have to go roll and then pitch, which again makes docking very interesting. I mean, people say that they had it bad with Elite Dangerous trying to do it manually, but they haven't experienced the horror of the original game where you just instantly disintegrate if you get it wrong. I suppose I should be putting some background music on to entertain us all. Not prepare this. I am not prepared. And yeah, I was thinking just a sort of a funsies little stream here today, because again, social battery is starting at 0. I had to do train bookings via the phone. I'm going away over the Xmas break. I'm going to be going up to visit my mum up in Port Macquarie, and just for a few days. But it does mean that the Monday of the 7th, I think, I will not be streaming. Unless we could do is I could set it up to automatically stream the PoppyCam. Because if I'm visiting my folks, I will be missing my cat. And, well, you know, why not just set it to automatically stream PoppyCam, and then I can tune in whenever we want to. And doing okay. You guys would get a nice 24/7 stream you could tune into just to check if the cat's around. Oh, hello. Wait, what's that? There. Station. Right, let's bring the frame rate back down so this is less jerky. Bring our speed down. So this is a station that you don't see anymore in Elite Dangerous. This is a dodode station, a dodecahedron. Or a D12, if you like. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and situate ourselves, like line ourselves up nicely in front of the entrance. Roll into the mail slot. The wording at the top of the screen says front view, and I know this version of the game actually had multiple camera views. Yeah, there we go. Right view, left view, rear view. Can't do that in Elite Dangerous. Okay, so we've passed it already. Whoops. but that's fine. We could front view, do a little loop to loop. Look at the right view again. Yes, okay. And again, we cannot seem to come to a full stop. Front view. Nope, nope, nope. This way. Ooh, okay, okay. We're facing the station. We're approaching it. This is going to be fine. We just have to match its rotation and also stay central to where it's rotating, and also not get at too weird of an angle. Jeez. The mouse control? Oh, this is going to be more luck than anything if we actually get this. Oh, the latency with the keyboard controls. Up! Pull up, damn you! It's like trying to thread a needle. Why did the station disappear for a second there? Oh! I thought for sure we were dead there. Stay on target. I'm getting anxiety at watching. I'm so bad at this. I thought for sure we crashed. Even the noise for the auto dock was like kaboom. All right, we made it. We made it. We've only got 3.5 light years of fuel left, but that doesn't matter. Can we sell food in the market? I think we bought it for 2.9 credits a piece, and now we can sell it at 3.1. Press S to sell. 11. Sold specified kuti. Commander Jameson now has 118.3 credits. We need 18.3 credits out of that. Now I just need to do that repeatedly over and over and over again until we're incredibly rich and we can afford to buy stuff for our ship. Look, we could buy a beam laser for only 1,049.3 credits. We could buy military lasers for 5,986. Do you want an escape capsule? Because you don't get one by default. ECM system is the thing I always wanted because you can potentially counteract a missile. Earn enough to build a Death Star. Yes, perhaps some sort of Death Star. Or you could buy a cargo bay extension. Yeah, and I think apparently you can keep stacking those cargo bay extensions until you've got like huge cargo space. I don't know what that would look like with the ship. It would just be like a bunch of boxes stacked on the back of it or something. And you can, I think, buy additional pulse lasers as well. But these are all out of our price range. And I believe what we will do now is consider this to be a win. And, oh, okay, we could actually save from here. I mean, sure, why not? File name, Neko. Let's exit to DOS. Saved, Neko. Okay, let's exit to DOS. Are you sure? Yes, no. The other version of Elite that I have is Elite Plus, and this was released in, I think, 1987. So by now, they'd had enough time to sort of tidy it up a bit. And aside from the PC speaker, now you had the option of using an AdLib card, or Roland, we'll use AdLib, and they ported it to EGA and VGA 16 colors and MCGA 256 colors. So EGA and VGA apparently, like I had a look at them, they're basically the same. So let's just take a quick look at what EGA looks like. Elite Plus. And this version of the game has a few quality of life improvements on top of the original. Notably, I mean, I was experimenting with it last night, but notably it seems like it's got an auto docking computer out of the box. Like you don't have to buy that separately, which is huge. That's just insane. And also, yeah, glorious EGA graphics. We've got this nice toolbar row that shows us which function key does what. Let's start a new game. Here we are back at Lav, 100 credits to our name, docked, and harmless. We've got a cool font now. Buy alien items, or firearms, or luxuries. Can at the short range charge. Same stations are around, but look a bit fancier now. 6. Equipment for the ship. Can't afford anything. Save commander. Enter commander name. Okay, sure. Commander Neko. We can buy things. Hello? We can buy things. Fuel tank's already full. Oh, right. This is like you can buy the item that you're looking at right here on this here menu. Cool, cool. Makes lots of sense. Wink, wink. But I like this screen because it's a bit closer to the original BBC Elite. No, well, we never did check that out. But look at this. Economy, poor industrial, governments, corporate, human colonials. The planet Elite Sea is scourged by killer mountain solenoids. And look, it shows you what like the people look like. They've got amazing moustache and a mullet. Can we see like the prices that they have? Oh. Okay, I'm scatterbrained today. I did warn you all. OBS crashed. So how is everyone else's day going? Mine's going swimmingly. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh wow, my mic looks laggy as well. I mean, not my mic, my webcam. Like on the OBS preview it looks normal, but on the Twitch stream preview it looks incredibly laggy, like I have Australian internet problems. Hello? Is this thing on? Well, yes to both. Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Sinks. But like you said, cam is laggy. Oh, it is. Okay. So I don't think it's just the cam, because on my preview screen, it's fast. OBS says encoding is overloaded, which is weird because it's never been overloaded before. But I'm apparently using 25% CPU just on encoding. And if I switch to the full screen again, which may crash things. Oh, okay, no crash. Move this a bit so I can see the live Twitch preview. What I wanted to do was show everyone what the original BBC Elite looked like, real quick. So you can go to bbc.godbolt.org and you can load a real BBC Micro emulator in your browser. All good now? Yeah, maybe there's just something about how I'm capturing things. I don't know. I actually had to restart my machine earlier because OBS was refusing to load at all. Let's look for Elite. Acorn Soft Elite. Go Master and Tube Enhanced. And I think it's just chain star? Oh, I can't press star. Chain star. You know what? Shift break works. Break is a key I have here. That seems to do something. Normally you load the disk in. There we go. No 6502 second processor. Okay, that's fine. I'll load the regular Elite then. Elite. Shift break. There we go. Realistic drive loading noises. Load new commander. Yes, no. Load new commander. Commander's name. Neko. Which drive? 1? Oh wow, the emulators decided to pop up some debug thing. Possibly because I didn't have a disk in the drive. Whoops. Normally this works. I think I'm just having one of those days. Let's reload the web page. Okay, so disk from archive, Elite. Just wanted to show off basically that they did a good job of working with the limited color palette they had. Shift break. Come on, shift break. Break being a very apt name for the key. Break. Okay. That didn't chain the disk. There we go. Load new commander. If I say no, is it just going to launch the game? Yes, okay, that's what we want. Press space or fire, commander. Present system, lav, hyperspace system, lav, dot. We have 100 credits to our name, and we're harmless. And yeah, we can browse through things. We can buy food. Let's buy 16 tons of food. Nothing of any of those, thank you. Got that in our inventory. We can focus LST again if we wanted to. There's the market prices and everything. And yeah, we can press F10, which is F0 on the BBC Micro, to launch. And then it's loading a whole new program just for the game world. They split it up like that. No full colors or anything here. We've just got outlines for everything. Okay, A is fire. We've fired on the planet. But look at this. We've got 4. I mean, technically we've got 5 colors to work with here. We've got the black and white view of the space. Just trying to figure out keys by pushing them. Don't want to crash into the planet. That would be bad. Seriously, like, what are the controls here? There used to be some seriously funky control schemes on the BBC Micro, because the BBC Model B had the... Don't know what I pushed there. Oh, hyperspace. The Model B was had its arrow key block up in the top right corner, and it wasn't particularly useful for gameplay. So you often had things like Z and X for left and right. Ah, okay, we're panning, we're pulling up now. Not going to crash into the planet. Good news. But yeah, I just wanted to show off, like, I think the limited color palette, this works a lot better than the CGA version they ported to DOS. Because of a trick that the developers used, which was quite common on microcomputers back in the day and consoles as well. The BBC has like a high resolution graphics mode, but it's only black and white, and a 4-color mode, but the pixels are a lot chunkier. And if you compare the stars on the front view to the dots on the scanner view at the bottom, the pixels are indeed chunkier. And it's because partway through drawing the scene, it switches graphics modes. And I didn't know this back in the day, I didn't even notice it. But it blew my mind later on when I discovered and learned about this technique. They switch, after they've drawn the high resolution black and white stuff, to the chunkier but low resolution and higher number of colors mode at the bottom to draw the status display. And they have to do this based on, you know, when your TV is drawing the next scan line, which is why you can kind of see this bottom dividing line between the front view and the scanner. It's flickering between yellow and white because there's a bit of overlap there. Anyway, I'm not going to try and play this, and I'm definitely not going to try and dock. Let's go back to our game. If DOSBox, if OBS is going to cooperate. We didn't save what camera we were, what game we were capturing. This beep. Yes. Excuse me, DOSBox. Oh, here we go. Close this, and we'll get back to some good old-fashioned DOS gaming. Why don't we buy some slaves? Because that's a thing you can do in this game. Nice. And some drugs, yeah? Not enough credits. Okay, how much credits do we have? 53. So even 1 ton of narcotics is 71 credits. Hello, Sonneveld. Wait a minute, this isn't Ultima Underworld 2. Yes, that is the explanation. We are just doing, in between Ultima games, since it's December, a random little bit of other DOS things. And I picked Elite because I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous today, or not today, lately. And I know there are a few followers of mine on Twitch who are big into Elite and lament that I don't play it enough on stream. And, I thought maybe we could troll them, announce that I'm going to be playing Elite, but then show them this. How are you, Sonneveld? How's things going? What else could we buy? Let's buy some liquor. Hopefully that we can actually sell this for a profit at Leasty. I haven't looked up what the prices are, but we'll just roll with it, We bought slaves at 9.3 credits apiece, and we bought liquor at 26.4 credits apiece. See if we get lucky with the markets. Good, you've done bugger all today, been great. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Some days you just have to do fuck all. I myself was planning to do lots of things today, but then ended up crashing for most of the morning and afternoon on the sofa with the cat. I then eventually made this phone call that I've been putting off to book train tickets, and was put on hold for an entire hour of brain-melting on-hold call music. And I noticed something kind of interesting, right? If you call up New South Wales Trainlink and you get put on hold, because you will be put on hold, occasionally there's a voice that butts into the music saying, what is it, like, thank you for waiting, your position in the queue has gone down, like, you've advanced in the queue, is what they say. And blah, 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 promoting the website you can book online. In my case, I had a question that could only be answered through calling up, so I had to call up. But I noticed that there was an alarming regularity to the point where the system butts in and says your position in the queue has advanced. So I started timing it. And it seems that the call center for Transport New South Wales is able to process a new person's call every 51 seconds. Almost exactly on the dot. 51 seconds, oh, I've advanced in the queue, hooray. 51 seconds later, oh, I've advanced in the queue again. It's a very efficient system they have there. It's strangely, suspiciously efficient. Load commander. No. We don't want that. Save commander. Well, already exists, sure. Let's launch. So this is the EGA version of Elite Sunfeld. I thought I'd show the EGA version off first. We're doing pan and... yeah, okay. Push escape. And it's an improvement over the CGA version because it's got this nice little strip of status bar icons that tells you what the various function keys do. So I want F6, I think, which will hopefully re-invert my controls. Yes, okay, so up is up and down is down. We can roll, but we cannot yaw. Maybe it's averaged over time a little bit. I don't know, Sonneveld. It was pretty repetitive. I was there for the whole hour and got about 60 of those notifications. So yeah, look, there's the station, rendered in glorious 16 colors. They can fill things in, and they've got a little bit of shading going on. And the controls feel a little bit more responsive. So let's try and go to hyperspace and arrive in Leasty. Oh, okay. H is not working. Why is H not working? Is it because we're too close to the station? Would increase our speed. And yeah, this has got to be space dust. These can't be stars, because look how fast we're moving past them. But it's important that there's something here, otherwise we wouldn't have any sense of movement whatsoever. There's another ship that just went past. Very cool. Do you need to purchase a hyperdrive to begin with? No. Every ship has a hyperdrive. It would be very unfair for the game to not give you one of those to start with, because the only way to make money is to transfer between different systems and do trading. Oh, we're getting shot at. Who is shooting at us? Slow down. There's no gimbaled weapons here. You have to shoot forwards. We are getting some sort of indication that we hit them. But oh my, are these controls oversensitive. Could we just ram them? Oh, they moved. They avoided being rammed. But now we're on their tail, haha. I have you now. We got him. Bounty. 17 credits. I don't know if that's a 17 credit bounty on us for killing that person, or a bounty because we fought them back off. Oh, we're getting shot at now. Is this like the police? Why would they be shooting at us in the first place? Come on. Eat lasers! It looks like a python. Yeah, there's no friend or foe identification here, so if that is the station security or the system security. Bounty, 20 credits. Yeah, I don't know if that's been applied to us or not. There's a status screen, isn't there? Jump drive is velocity locked. Oh, right, so F11 is the hyperspace now. Cool, cool. Oh, and F7 must be the missile targeting thing. Alright. What does F5 do? Changes view screen. Nice. Honestly, I really do wish that Elite Dangerous has a rear view. Sometimes it would be really nice to be able to... What the hell? Did we just fly past a ship? To look behind you. Anyway, let's increase velocity and then use F11. Jump drive is mass locked. Cool. We'll just keep flying out into space for a bit. Jump drive is mass locked. Pretty sure the mass locked, like this must be the first instance of that being a thing in the game. Because the other version let us just hyperspace whenever. The trick was though that when you jumped into a system, you were always in the middle of nowhere. Jump drive engaged. Alright. Where are we? We're near the planet. There's another ship there. Cool. Not firing at us, so that's good. And I'm just looking at that little indicator to the bottom right that's the nav marker showing us approximately where we need to go. Alright, I think we just leave it at this for a little while and we should get closer to the planet. But yeah, Son of Alt, like the first version of the game was really brutal because it gave you 100 credits and you did have a hyperdrive, so you could get to another nearby system to trade, but you didn't have a docking computer. You had to save up if you wanted to buy a docking computer. And docking computer is pretty impressively necessary for this game, because if you don't have one, you have to rotate yourself to line up with the rotating mail slot. And yeah, I remember the short story that came bundled with the BBC Micro version was pretty thrilling. I remember that too, Son of Eld. It was a very sort of landscape-oriented book with like Commander Jameson's story of of doing that mission thing, and yeah, no, I remember that. Like, it gave you lore on the whole stuff, because back in the day, that's how you got lore. You read the manual. Okay, so that's the station. Want to get carefully lined up with it. Whoa, there was another ship that's just rushed us. Slow down, stop. I pushed a button last time when I was testing this, and it seemed to just auto-dock me. Is it F1? Not enough credits for auto-docking. Ah. So this version of the game, I guess you have an auto-dock system, but you have to pay money for it each time, which of course cuts into your profit lines, which is bad because you need to dump your credits into... Sorry, I'm gonna just concentrate for a little bit here. And panic. Okay, we're getting there. Getting there. We're drifting off target. Yeah, okay. Yeah! We made it. We made it. You have achieved 2 hit points. You have been promoted to mostly harmless status. Short story. Being chased and ram scooping the sun. Yeah, you could buy a fuel scoop and scoop things. It always seemed like really appealing because fuel was expensive and also ate into your bottom line. Oh my goodness, we made it. Mostly harmless, TM, yeah. Alright, we arrived in Leedsty with 38.2 credits to our name. Legal status is clean. So I guess those bounties we got were actually bounties given to us for killing pirates. What's the market look like? So this screen combines the buying and selling, does it? Or yeah, it does. So we bought slaves at something like 9.3 sell price. Sell price. I think we're actually making a loss here. Let's try. Yeah, I feel like we made a loss, and the only credits we've got there are from killing the other ships. But that's fine. Like, okay, we should have done food maybe, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe we should fill our cargo hold with gold next time. Let's learn about Leedsty. Yes. The planet Leedsty is scourged by killer mountain solenoids. Right. What else could we learn about? Because each of these places is randomly generated, you know, in a fixed way, and they all have cute little facts about the system, which you don't really get these days. The planet Zonce is scourged by deadly tree grubs. It's also industrial, 5.6 light years away. What about Ridiquat? Oh, here we go. Not staffed by humans. It's a population of 2 billion harmless rodents. With mohawks. It's an agricultural place, anarchy government, which could be a problem for us if we went there. Ridiquat is cursed by deadly civil war. And look, they've got a little screenshot, like a little photo of it. How cool is that? What about Daiso? And Elite Dangerous, like these are real places you can go to, which is nice. Look, see, it's got a differently generated planet. It's got a different generated little picture. We have cat people. Population of 2.6 billion black furry felines. I know where we're going next. And it's an average agricultural democracy. Daiso is ravaged by occasional solar activity. Alright, let's go see the furries. If it's an agricultural place, maybe we can buy something that they will need, like machinery. But we don't have any available here at least. Okay. How about textiles? I feel like they'll be good for food. I feel like food prices over at Daiso would be lower than here. But we could buy computers. Like, we could afford 1 ton of computers. Computers, of course, being measured by the ton here in the future. I kind of like the idea of, like, you know, my aesthetic is the technology you find in Alien and Aliens, where they've got spaceships, but the spaceships are powered by these computers with big chunky text interfaces that go as they're slowly printing characters onto the screen. I think, yeah, that's cool. More should be done with that sort of setting. Like, do a science fiction setting where for some reason technology never progressed past 4 megahertz machines, but we do actually have faster than light space travel somehow. If anyone wants to steal that and make an award-winning TV show and then let me have a copy, that would be great. Let's buy a ton of computers. And we'll save 40 credits there, just in case that's enough for paying the auto docking fee, because let's give that a go. Okay, so we can exit the station. And we need to fly away from the station a bit, so we're not mass locked anymore. Oh, look, there's a cool little red ship that's shooting us. Hey, none of that. Where are you? Where are you? You shoot at me, I'll shoot at you. In fact, can we... what does F7 do in this context? Missile primed. Missile locked onto Moray. Wolf. Launch missile! Oh, he's making a run for it. But he can't outrun my missile. Gonna get to what's coming to you, pirate. Ha 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 ha. 5 credit bounty. And there's like a canister here. I don't suppose it's at all possible that I could somehow scoop that up. No, it's just vanished. I mean, I think it is possible for you to scoop cargo up and live a life of piracy in this game. But that would require finer controls than I have available to me right now. If I press escape, hold on a sec. Mouse is an option. Mouse control selected. Select your choice of key to increase speed, decrease speed. Okay, yeah, that's... okay, yeah, that's very not what I want from mouse controls. It's not auto-centering. And I think F4 is the auto-center option. But it's just not doing anything. Let's go back to keyboard. Oh wow, you can change keys to dive and what have you. Clockwise, right laser. Yes, space is fire laser. No, I don't want enter to be increased speed. Oh jeez. Do that again. Yes. Dive, climb. There's a increase speed, decrease speed. Escape. Okay, cool. I've managed to redefine... my keys in a way that makes less sense to me. It didn't let me use spacebar as an option, where spacebar was previously the fire button. I cannot make it the fire button now. Let me just jump out of here. Mass locked. Do I have to leave those ships behind? There we go. So let's... towards the station, which is allegedly here. Alright, getting the hang of this again. Not too bad. And I figure I did warn you all that it was going to be a short stream. Very exhausted. If we can turn a profit on this ton of computers, maybe we'll leave it at that. I was thinking could also play some actual modern Elite Dangerous, but it's DOSember. We'll leave it with the DOS stuff, and we'll do some Elite in the new year. And besides, I want time to sort of devote to pet projects where we're possibly going to leave the PoppyCam going while I'm away at Port Macquarie over the Christmas break. Or maybe I'll find a way to remotely stop and start it, considering OBS just crashed on us for no good reason. Who knows, maybe I will upgrade OBS at long last. Okay, we've found the station. Slow down. Station, this is Commander Neko, requesting automated docking. Not enough credits for auto docking. It's probably something obnoxious like 100 credits. Gotta carefully get us to where we think we are centered, and then actually center. Yeah, and then at the last minute, just try and match the rotation. Ah, these keys are so sticky. Not literally sticky, of course. I keep my keyboard relatively clean. I mean, just like, there was a good 500 milliseconds before anything happened there. Okay, we made it to Daiso. Legal status, offender? Why am I an offender? Whom did I offend? I shot a missile at that guy, but he shot at me first. Anyway, what can we sell these what can we sell this 1-ton computer for? 90.7 credits. I feel like that is not a profit. Sell? Yeah, we're down to 136.2 credits. Your profit margins are pretty tight in this game. You have to do things in bulk to really make any kind of profit. But it's cool and it's nice. Let's save. Oh, yes. And before I log off, let's take a look at the MCGA version, because that's got 256 colors. Adlib MCGA. Wait for it. Look at that color gradient. Look at the shading on the dashboard that we've got now. How cool is this? Yeah, this is definitely the version of Elite that everyone wanted to have back in the day. Had all the niceties, smooth looking graphics, shaded ships. Yeah. And then of course they came up with Elite 2 Frontier. I know it's supposed to be a 2001 reference, but the music doesn't really suit. It's weird, it's somehow become an Elite tradition to have the Blue Danube playing. All starting with the auto-docking computer from the original. And I guess it was just chosen because it's like royalty-free music, maybe? Look at that crate. What a nice crate. So can I load my save game from the other version? I assume I can, because it's the same base game. Yep. Yeah, so we're docked at Dicer, we are an offender. Let's look at the portraits for the... Hey, look at that. That's a nice black furry feline. Even the planet texture and the little screen cap look improved. Yes, okay, I think I've had enough tech issues today to suggest that maybe I can move on. Have another rest. Maybe fix up some of my awkward things, or plan this holiday that I'm going on. And besides, it's getting dark. You can see my face is less illuminated now, but thankfully the poppy cam is still working. There you go. There is the poppy. One thing that's on my big, enormous to-do list of stuff to do is add a poppycam command that lets us do autofocus and zoom in and zoom out. Sadly, no panning or tilting. That's limited to this camera here, which I haven't hooked up to that either. This is a Logitech Sphere AF. It is... I wish I could show it to you. It is Sphere AF. It really is. But it has a little pan tilt thing that you can do, and I've considered hooking it up to Twitch, but the thing is, right, the pan and tilt controls do have a limit to where they'll go, like how far left, how far up and down, but the software doesn't seem to limit you, so you can still send it a pan down command and it will try to pan down, and you can hear a gear or something going crunching away. I don't feel like that's particularly safe to just let Twitch chat happily grind the gears of my camera to death. But we'll see. Maybe I can figure out what the sensible limits are and impose that limit myself. In the meantime, this is linked to my Discord. It's not really my Discord. Shedford Hollow is a nice little community Discord that I share with several other streamers. Just buy a 4K camera, then you can pan by zooming and cropping easy. Yeah, the 4K cameras, you need to do it over like USB-C and stuff and more modern interfaces. My PC is getting kind of old and I don't actually have a USB-C connector on it. But yeah, like the Discord, it's quite a varied community now. I'm the retro guy there, basically. But we've got a lot of Sims content creators. We've got Captain Sumi, who does all the horror games these days. We've got Mamela, who loves the open world sandbox games. Yeah, why not drop by? And it is DOSember. Somehow it's the 19th of December. Like, we're more than halfway through the month. When did that happen? I don't know. I've just kind of come out of the work mode in the weekend, just spinning out of control, and I'm orienting myself and coming to my senses and being like, huh, the year's nearly done. But what we could do is try this command, and if it doesn't work, then, well, nobody, sad face. Yeah, for some reason this command is janky, and I kind of think I know why I've made it janky. Because it's trying to check everyone in parallel. Cat and Pill card's on. Let's raid Cat and Pill card. I kind of know why it's doing that, because I've been trying to check everyone's Twitch status in parallel, and it's a promise that probably gets one of them times out and gets rejected. So it thinks that there is no one on. So do that or this for a raid message. You don't feel obliged to stick around for the raid. The raid. I feel like I've had a very scuffed day today, stream as well. But thank you so much for coming by and seeing said scuffed stream. I'm going to attempt to do other fun little projects for the remainder of DOSember. And we'll just see how it goes. Next week, Monday, the 26th will be Boxing Day, and so I won't be live here in person because I will be visiting my family. But maybe some random streams in the meantime. Who knows? Stay tuned. You can see... Makes you feel better. Reap could only stream for an hour because his power cut out. Thanks. That's all right. Yeah. I mean, it was weird that OBS decided to crash on me midstream. You can see my links there to Twitter, but it's better to just go to neko.stream and see my Mastodon links, because Twitter's been, well, you know how it's been. But yeah, let's raid Peel Card while he's still on, before he decides to try and raid me. And go say hello. Cat and Peel Card's great. He's a partially sighted, legally blind streamer. Does retro games. He's participating in DOSember. I believe he's playing Descent, so it's sort of space related or flight related. It's cool. Thank you again, everyone, for coming by. I do appreciate it. I'm going to crash on the sofa soon. Take care, everyone. Have a good holiday.